Today we're going to learn how to draw a peacock. Ready? For this lesson, we're going to draw a peacock. Peacocks are one of my favorite animals. And to start, normally we do work with the biggest shape first, which in this case would probably be kind of that back line of feathers. However, to know where that goes, the most important shape is probably the head. So we're going to start with the head, and make sure when you start on your piece of paper that you're going to have room for those feathers. The peacock's feathers are really kind of the most important part of the picture. It's really what's going to make it beautiful. So I'm going to start with the head, the circle, and I'm going to keep it a little bit on the lower side, lower of center, because all I'm going to add is the neck, and I want to leave, like I said, the room for the feathers. So next I'll start with the neck, and if you notice it touches the back of the circle just about here, and it touches the bottom of that circle just about here. Starting with one, I'm going to pull it and do a slight S-curve and have it stop at the bottom of the page. The second line, a similar S-curve. It's kind of going to go along with the neck, but then it kind of goes a little wider at the bottom. Then we're going to move to the second step. In this step, we're going to erase that line of the head, add the eye, as well as the beak. I'm going to start with the beak because then I'll really know where that eye goes. And the beak starts at a center part just inside that circle about here. Now if I make a sideways V, I'm going to get this line in here and I'll know where the beak goes from. I'm going to get that center line of the beak, which comes out and kind of slightly turns down. Then the top, bringing it down and touching the front. Finally, that bottom at an angle slightly up. Next, I'll do the eye. We know where the eye starts. It starts right at the center of that beak. And it's a very large, kind of oval, but with a little bit of a point. Mine actually needs to come in just a little bit more here, more like a sideways teardrop. I'm going to erase the lines. Now remember, it's important to draw light. For the purpose of the video, I am drawing a little darker than usual, just so you can see it. However, it is extremely important to draw as light as you can so you can erase and fix any mistakes. Again, I'm going to go in and erase the line of the head. And then we're ready for the third step. In this third step, you're going to have this line of the feathers. So you can start, I actually want to start kind of over here. It's just a wavy line that's going to go around. Come back down over here. I want it really large because I love this part of the peacock. Next, I'm going to add kind of that back feather in here and over here. Also, we have that little detail on the beak of the curve, and I think that they're telling us here to erase the line in there. Now we're ready for the final step, and what that has is all of these fun eyes. They call the feathers of the peacock eyes because they look kind of like little eyes. You can go in and get all the details of each one, add as many or as few as you want. You can make a pattern. I kind of like having a lot of them because it creates a fun pattern and texture within the picture. Keep going. Then we can add these little shapes coming out the top. First, I'm going to add the three little lines. And then you can add the little triangles on top. Mine are a little different. Theirs are touching, mine aren't. But again, that's okay. It's my picture. I can do what I want. And then finally that eye. And again, it's a teardrop, but notice how it's going in the opposite direction. And there's a circle inside. Once you feel like your peacock is in a good position to stop, you can add more texture in if you want to with pencil. You can color it in. You can use markers, crayons. Sometimes you see these kind of lines coming off the feathers. You could add those in if you want to. Have fun. Create any details. And we're just about complete. So when you feel like you're ready, go ahead and find a good stopping point. Like I said, you can color it in or leave it as a pencil drawing. It's completely up to you. I'm having fun with this. Keep adding it. Okay, I feel like I'm at a good stopping point. I'm really happy with my peacock. Thank you so much. It was fun working with you today.